Good morning, Libra. It's Lynn from DevineCentral. I am here with your January 2023 outlook. I have taken a 6-month hiatus, but now I'm back. And I came back with about a 6.5-page single-spaced list of titles of videos I'd like to do, and let's see how many I can get through this year. So stay tuned, come back, check off, and let me see what I can't put out there for you. All right, so today we're going to take a look at your work outlook. We've got your finances. Ooh. We have your love life, friends, family, and social. And then we have your personal development, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual. And we'll end with the bottom of the deck to see what Spirit has in store this month. Okay, we're going to start with work. We got the Strength card. By the way, this is the Anna K deck. Love this deck. All right, so I have a feeling that this month, since I can see that you're going to be called upon to be the voice of reason for something. Okay, one of the things about the Strength card is grace under pressure, right? It's about having the strength to keep your wits about you and not fly off emotionally. There's things that need to be done. You're going to look the tiger right in the eye, and you're going to find a way to resolve some issue. I think you might have to step in between some coworkers and resolve some issue, but you're going to find a way to do it that's going to appease everybody, right? I mean, the one thing about compromise is, nobody gets exactly what they want, but at the same time, there's something about you that they respect. And you are going to be in that position where you can step in and do something about it. So take the bull by the horns and don't be afraid to step in and be the voice of reason. Okay, as far as your finances go, yuck. We've got the 5 of Swords. You're going to have some challenges this month, I'm not afraid to say. And I think that this is of all the decks that I have, this is just the weirdest 5 of Swords that I have. But I want you to remember that this is kind of the you're going to win the battle, but you might not win the war. This is about being a gracious winner instead of a sore loser. It's but sometimes we have to strike out to get what we need, and we have to scramble, and don't be so cocky to think that you can do it by yourself. Sometimes we run into financial issues where we kind of need help, and if we are constantly beating and battering everybody around us, they're not going to be there when we really need them. So I would say figure out who your friends are and who you can turn to in an emergency or in a pinch. And I would start paying attention and being a little nicer to those people, because you never know when you're going to need them, especially on a financial level. All right, so expect some type of a challenge this month. Again, this is a monthly reading, so I don't think it's going to be something that can't be resolved in 1 month, but just be aware that something's coming. So for you and your mate, I think it's going to be a time to look back. You're either traveling back to some place that you were before. Somebody from your past is going to come forward, and maybe it's old friends that you had, maybe old neighbors that moved away are going to surprise you by knocking on the door. You're going to have something loving and enjoyable that has to do with the past. I think also when we do run into issues with our respective others, sometimes we tend to look back. Sometimes things from our past that are still affecting our present. Sometimes they can help us get through a hard time. Sometimes we need to let go of our rose-colored glasses of the past in order to have a practical view of the future. But it just seems like the past is going to have something to do with your relationship this month. Be interesting to find out what it is. As far as friends and family, you've got 5s, really 5s this month. You've got challenges this month. And I think that there's either going to be an argument with somebody in your friend and family circle. It's either going to be an argument and something's going to be said that you're going to regret. So I don't think it's not something that you can't. I don't know if you can take it back or walk it back, but I know that you can see that there's a sunrise here in the future. And so the rain will subside, the bad feelings will subside, and you're going to come out the other end. But it's really important to pay attention to your words this month and how you feel about things and how you speak what you feel. Sometimes somebody can do or say something that's really hurtful, and we lash out. And when we do that, then we end up regretting it. So if you're feeling from the holidays something from family, let it go for right now. Don't be afraid to feel what you feel. Just try not to verbalize it, because you don't want to add to your feeling of loss of whatever that situation was. Okay. So anyway, this too shall pass. Suns are rising in the distance. It'll be okay. Just be mindful and be grateful of the cups that you do have, and know that this will pass. Okay, as far as your personal growth goes, this is a great card. This is a new beginning of some kind. It's not something that was just handed to you like the hand coming out of heaven, the hand of God handing you this wonderful opportunity. This ace, this is actually something that you've earned and you deserve and you've worked for. Okay, you've done the work. This person's done the work to dig up the gold. This is going to be in slow, small increments, but I think this is going to be the start this month of something in your personal growth, something for you, a new hobby, a new look on life, a new lease on life, a new, good medical news, something maybe having to do with the home. Maybe you're digging that hole for the new studs for the new, addition on your house. Whatever it is, it's going to be a slow moving, but a forward moving, personal development that is going to make you very happy. And that's coming your way. And that's just going to start this month. It's not going to end this month. Okay, last word from Spirit. We have the Eight of Cups. And this card is not about, it's about walking away from something. Okay, let me change that. It's a conscious decision to walk away from something that's no longer working for you. And that might be why new beginnings are going to be necessary. Okay? It's not like we threw up our hands in the middle of a fight in the middle of the night and stormed out on something, or got mad at our boss and said, I quit, and stormed out in the middle of the day. It's not like that. It's when you see this card, most of the Rider-Waite, all the cups are all upright and they're all stacked perfectly. It was a decision. It was putting all of our ducks in a row so that we could move on to something else. I like to use this as, we have a relationship, be it friendships that are no longer working for us, and maybe it's time, and these cards touch, so maybe you're sad because there's a relationship that's toxic and not really working for you, or someone you found that you just can't trust, and it's time to move on to something that's going to be better for you. It could just be about watching a whole new set of shows on TV because you're tired of the ones you have, and you've made a conscious decision. I'm not watching that show anymore. It's stupid. It can be something that minor, but it's a conscious decision to move on to something that's going to be better for you. Congratulations. That's great. The card underneath that is the Tower. So maybe the decision to make that move is not your own, but nevertheless, it's still going to be in your benefit. You take care. Have a great month. Check back to see what videos I'm doing, and I will see you next month.